song you got?
Man, what do you know about game music?
I challenge you to a soundtrack off.
What the hell is a soundtrack off? What's up guys, Tico
And Crawl 2000
from Tico Says, and in case it wasn't obvious enough, today we have a video about our top 10 video game soundtracks. Now keep in mind, there's only one rule. Anyway, with that said, there's only one thing left to decide. Who goes first?
Well, Rochambeau for it.
Rochambeau? Dude, I'm gonna play rock, paper, scissors.
Fine, have it your way.
Alright, on shoot. Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Damn it! Anyway, without wasting any more of your time, let's get on with the video.
There aren't many fans of the game, but for those who have played it will tell you that Halo ODST has one of the best soundtracks in gaming. The game tends to match the mood you're in, depending on where you're at in the game. The night sequences have this very low, dull play to it, and you feel immersed into it. With a heavy orchestra playing a variety of music that is found within the game, it is incredible to see that Halo ODST is a master of its own soundtrack. The game's music is reminiscent of older Halo games, but they are changed so that they fit into each individual character that you play as. While playing as one character, you might feel one way, while listening to the music while playing as another character, you feel another way. And the music changes to that. Sometimes it's uplifting, sometimes it's epic, sometimes it's sad, and sometimes it's between depressing and happiness. But Halo ODST delivers a beautiful soundtrack.
Final Fantasy X. Anyone who knows me or has watched any of my videos knows I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan, and probably guessed that a Final Fantasy soundtrack would make it on this list. While Final Fantasy X is not my favorite in the series, its soundtrack is. Aside from the downright fact that Nobu Uematsu's music composition always matches the scenario or place you happen to be in, this particular soundtrack includes a wide array of songs ranging from sad and gloomy all the way to the opposite end of the mood-setting spectrum. Songs like Tazanarkin, Sprouting, also known as Movement in Green, Titus's Theme, Orange Theme, We Are Albed, and Wandering, to name a few, are all fantastic songs that are awesome enough to make this game's soundtrack one of my favorite of all time.
Killer Instinct is a fighting game that came out for the Super Nintendo. It was created by Rare, and with music already known from Donkey Kong Countries and Banjo-Kazooie, which came out later on, it was a very good studio for making music. When you first turn on the game and you start up the menu, this wonderful song starts to play, and it builds into this very epic feeling that you don't get from many other fighting games. And then it prepares you for a great experience. Each character has a very unique sound to them. The game's music was such a success that it was released alongside with a separate soundtrack that came with the game. It featured dance music and techno music, which was very interesting at its time. No other game really did that, and with such success.
Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Oh man, what a fun game, but that's beside the point. Chiptune punk band Anamanaguchi composed the music for this game, and it's awesome. It has this arcade sounding style to it that matches the way the game looks perfectly. The soundtrack is hard-hitting and something that any gamer would purchase and blast non-stop. Hell, even I blast this soundtrack in my office from time to time. Do you not?
One of the scarier games on the list, Silent Hill 2's soundtrack is very immersive. You feel as though you are inside Silent Hill. You feel as though you are the character. The music is very unique. It plays to each area of the game, and it plays to each character in the game. Each character has their own theme, and you recognize these characters through their song. It's as if you're playing to the music, rather than just playing the game alone. Overall, Silent Hill 2's music provides an atmosphere for the gamer to be enveloped by this massive world.
Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I admit that picking this game is kinda like cheating. It's no secret I absolutely love Nintendo and vicariously a lot of their soundtracks. I love them so much I couldn't just pick one. Luckily, I didn't have to. Thanks to Brawl, I can listen to some of my favorite songs from Star Fox, Zelda, Mario, Pikmin, Pokemon, Metal Gear, Donkey Kong, Kid Icarus, Fire Emblem, Metroid, and F-Zero. If that isn't the coolest thing ever, then you obviously don't know cool like I do.
Now announced Super Street Fighter 2 HD Remix, brought back some of the oldies that were from the original Super Street Fighter 2 on the SNES, remade so that some of the old songs are a little bit cleaned up and polished. The new songs aren't such new as they are the classic themes. These new sounds bring a harmony to the game that lasts a lifetime. You could hear Super Street Fighter 2 HD Remix's music over and over again and enjoy it and experience it as if it was the first time you've ever heard it. And of course, there's the famous Guile's theme, which goes with everything.
Grand Theft Auto Vice City. While I don't think anyone really expected I would throw this game in here due to it having little to no original soundtrack, all games qualify to make it on the list. And let me tell you, there are few games that even come close to touching this game's soundtrack. Prepare for a long list of songs that I liked in this game because I assure you there are a lot. Waiting for a Girl Like You by Foreigner, Keep On Loving You by REO Speedwagon, Died in Your Arms by Cutting Crew, Africa by Toto, Broken Wings by Mr. Missing You by John Waite, Sister Christian by Night Ranger, Wanna Be Starting Something by Michael Jackson, And the Beat Goes On by The Whispers, Billie Jean by Michael Jackson, Owner of a Lonely Heart by Yes, Video Killed the Radio Star by The Buggles, Your Love by The Outfield, One Thing Leads to Another by The Fix, I Wanna Rock by Twisted Sister, Come On Feel the Noise by Quiet Riot, Bark at the Moon by Ozzy Osbourne, 2 Minutes to Midnight by Iron Maiden, Working for the Weekend by Loverboy, Raining Blood by Slayer, Cars by Gary Newman, Fascination by The Human League, Kids in America by Kim Wilde, Sunglasses at Night by Corey Hart, and I Ran So Far Away by A Flock of Seagulls.
Katamari Damacy is a very perplexing game. You roll around picking up objects to make your Katamari bigger, but what makes this game very lovable is its music. It has a very fun Japanese pop sound to it that you'll catch yourself singing every now and then. It's very uplifting music and it's hard to catch myself not smiling whenever I play. You cannot be depressed when you play this game. It is impossible. In my opinion, Katamari Damacy has one of the best soundtracks I have ever heard in gaming.
Before we get into our number 1 pick, I'd like to go over some honorable mentions. Donkey Kong Country 2. If I could imagine a game that would be on everyone's top 10 of anything ever minus the negative ones, this would be it. However, that's another video entirely. Donkey Kong Country 2 has, in my opinion, the best soundtrack to any game ever. It's fun and upbeat at times, but can also give you a sense of urgency. Songs like Cannon's Claim, Sticker Brush Symphony, Welcome to Crocodile Isle, Enchanted Wood, Disco Train, and In a Snowbound Land, also known as Arctic Abyss, all stand out to me the most. Needless to say, the soundtrack is full of great songs and is my number 1 pick.
Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe.
Until next time, Atigo says out.